So we talking competition. I know. Potassium. Um, we're talking competition tonight. I did a brief reel on it a few weeks ago. Uh, and so what's the most of the time the first thing that comes to mind when people talk about competition or think about competition is competing against other people, being better than somebody else. And I think that's the biggest disservice you can do for yourself is to think that you have to compete against somebody or something or some title outside of yourself. A lot of times when I go higher in business, higher in spirituality, higher in thinking, relationships, whatever, it's because I chose to, and make sure y'all asking y'all questions. I chose to push myself to do better and push myself to um, do better, be better, and have more. I compared it to the me I was before or the me I was yesterday. I didn't really worry about, sorry about the glare on my glasses. I didn't really focus on um who I was in business or who else was doing the same business. Like a lot of people will ask you, well, who's your biggest competition or who's your biggest competitor? And I mean, I know some entrepreneurs and some people that have been in business for a while will be like, what? But for me, my biggest competitor, a lot of times I can't even answer the question because I'll do market research as far as positioning my business, as far as understanding pricing, and overall service. But then, as far as when it's time to play, when it's time to be in business, when it's time to play in life, I don't look back or around me um, to see how to be better. And so I think, and so what I mean by that is in the reel, I talked about how when I got back into swimming, what I did every day was try to beat how well I did the day before. And I take the same mentality into my business. And it's even into my relationships, like how can I be better than I was before, even as a mother? Like if I did something today that I wasn't happy about or proud about, and sometimes it can be a little tiring, the next day, how can I, not carry the same issues, not carry the same problems? And in business, once I set my stride, once I set my purpose, my mission, and where I'm going, I don't stop to look back or see who's on the side or see who is behind me, or I don't waste energy or time looking to see who's coming up or who's coming behind. I think if you spend every day of your business life, every day of your personal life, pushing yourself to be better than you were before in everything that you do, it's not necessary to see what the next person is doing or spend time doing that. And even when I have moments, and I won't lie, I'm human. Even when I have moments where I'm looking and I see something, I'm like, damn, he over there winning, she over there winning. Damn. Like the first thing you start to do is feel inadequate. You feel like you're not doing enough. And that's another reason I don't recommend people compare or compete against, because you don't know what the whole story is. You don't know exactly what the numbers are. You don't know how long the person has been in business, how what they're using, if it's quite like you don't know that. And I think set short sights and your intentions on what it is you're trying to accomplish, and every day be better. And if you once you hit one goal in business, once you hit one goal as an upcoming entity, then how can I be better? How can I beat my numbers? And don't beat it now. I'm gonna put the disclaimer, don't beat it by 10%. Like that's you playing soft. How can I double my numbers? How can I triple my numbers? With my clients, I say, how can we double your numbers in 30 days? How can we triple your numbers in 90 days? And even in my businesses, okay, so last tax season, and I own the tax business, we did these numbers. This year, I want to triple that. Like, so jumping leaps and bounds. And I think, but if you're playing every day, you're in the game every day and striving to be better every day, then that's not going to be complicated. And so be careful comparing yourself to other people and other brands and other businesses and other relationships and other parents, especially other parents and other personal lives, because you really don't know the full story. And so every day strive to be better. And y'all be listening and y'all slide in my DMs and tell me how great it was, but ask questions, because I don't want to feel like I'm talking to myself. But for me, that's how I play. Like, and sometimes you want to play soft. And what I mean by play soft is not push yourself. But I think when every day you strive to be your highest self in every area, how can you give 10% more today than you gave yesterday? How can you do something you never thought about doing today that you didn't do yesterday? Even, playing scared. I think as long as you're playing, you're winning. And so that's what I want to talk about. So ask your questions or give me your thoughts on that. But that's how I play. And I hope that people who know me would attest to that. Every day I try to be a better person in my kindness, in my money, in the way I handle my money, the way I handle my relationships, the way I handle my health, my body. I always attempt to play better every day. Like, I didn't like how I handled that yesterday. That's how I do it. So give me your thoughts on that.